Great day to you. So today I'm going to share with you my reflection about a new story, a new Bible story I've read. It's from Matthew 8 verse 18 to 22. So first I'm gonna read the story with you and share my reflection. Welcome to YoungLeaps. My name is Krisha and I'm gonna share with you my reflection from my daily Bible time. So this is the story. When Jesus saw a crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other side. A scribe approached and said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus answered him, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have their nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head." Another of his disciples said to him, "Lord, let me go first and bury my father." But Jesus answered him, "Follow me and let the dead bury their dead." So in this story, we can see that there's two kinds of followers of Jesus that Jesus talked about. So the first one is the scribe. The scribe is a very smart man. He knows the law. He explains the laws to people. He writes the laws. So a scribe calling Jesus teacher is something. It just means that this person, he has been following Jesus for many days for sure. And he would not follow somebody who he think is not smarter than him. So for sure, he has placed Jesus in a position where he knows that Jesus is smarter than him. And a scribe calling Jesus teacher means that he really knows that Jesus knows more than him, and Jesus is his teacher. And for him to say, "I will follow you wherever you go," means he surrendered his entire smartness, intelligence to the mercy of Jesus by just embracing and following what Jesus would teach him. And that's really good, because many of smart people out there, I used to be like that very particular precise person. I used to box God, that God is this, and he does not go beyond that. He cannot express himself beyond the understanding that I have for himself. And I've met countless people who are really smart, very intelligent, and yet they don't know Jesus. They couldn't put him into the box that they want to place him. Maybe they're reading the Bible as if it's just a book, but it's beyond the book. It's a supernatural book. It's a spiritual book. It's a book given, inspired by the Holy Spirit, and it's just not a It's not just mere writings. So for those people who are so smart, very intelligent, trying to understand God, I would recommend that for you to really get to know God, you have to let go of your perception of who he should be and just receive him as who he is. The same way that this scribe is affirming that Jesus is a teacher. Jesus is smarter than him. Jesus is wiser. Jesus knows better than him. And following Jesus is not easy for him to say that I'm less, he's more. But in his full humility, he embraced Jesus as his teacher, as his source of not just mere worldly intelligence, but heavenly intelligence that comes from the Lord, who can explain things better than him. That's one realization that I have from that story, and I'm gonna extend it a little bit because it's a beautiful story for me. So I'm gonna share with you the realization I got from the second one. Usually people would be struck with the foxes have dens, birds of the sky have nests, but that didn't strike me. So what struck me this time was the other disciple saying to Jesus, "Lord, let me go first and bury my father." And Jesus replied, "Follow me and let the dead bury their dead." And I was like talking to God, and I was telling him, "Lord, I think I'll have a hard time understanding this one. But what he taught me was the idea of a person wanting to follow Jesus, and yet that person has reservations. Like, oh, I have so much things to do. I have to take care of this person. I have to do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. There's a restraint from the full yes of that person to Jesus. And beautifully, Jesus said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And Jesus is like that. If he knows your heart, he knows that you have doubts, you have fears, you have worries, and yet he tells you, hey, follow me first. Decide to follow me first, and I will take care not only of you, but I will take care of your concerns. So I hope you got something from my reflection today. And for the rest of the week, I pray that we all surrender to Jesus and decide to follow him with a full yes. And for all the concerns that we have, for all the things that restrains us from fully giving our yes to the Lord, may we give it to him also. Because what he will tell you is, don't worry about it. I'll take care of you and I'll take care of your concerns. So have a blessed week and see you tomorrow for another reflection. God bless.